started our new poem, Coromandel Fisher 3.1. So yesterday we have discussed about warming activity, and according to this warming up activity, the name of this activity is expanding horizon. Expanding horizon. And when we think about the expanding horizon, there are 4 words on our textbook which we have to write the related words, and I think we have completed your task I have given to you. So when you have written the expanding horizon, all the related words regarding these 4, sea, sky, wind and land, and I think we have already taken example of the land at the class yesterday. So the next point is bilingual glossary. The next point is bilingual glossary. So let me tell you what is meant by bilingual glossary. Bi means 2. Just remember, bi means 2, and glossary means words or vocabulary. Glossary, words or vocabulary. Related words or related vocabularies. Bilingual, that means the word which is similar to these 4 is called the bilingual words or bilingual glossary. For example, when we read the related words of these 4 words, we can find that some words are similar to this. For example, wind. We can see the wind in sea, sky, wind and land. Again, there are some gases, for example, oxygen. We can see or we know the oxygen in sea, that is in water, in the sky, in the wind as well as on the land. Some gases and oxygens are similar. So let it be find which words are similar into these 4 or at least the 2. These words or this glossary is called bilingual glossary. Is it clear? So the next point is alphabetical order. If we have written the related words of this type, we have to write the all words in alphabetical order. We can write the alphabetical order in 2 different ways. That is alphabetical order in our mother tongue, that is Marathi, and alphabetical order in English, that is A to Z. So alphabetical order, that is A to Z, and alphabetical order in Marathi, that means K to Ñ. We know that Marathi alphabetical that begin with K and end with the Ñ. So we have to write all these words in alphabetical order. Then we will turn the page and open your poem Coromandel Fisher. When we begin the poem Coromandel Fisher, we have to think about this appreciation poem. Appreciation of the poem, because we know that when we think about the appreciation, automatically our ideas should be clear. The first point of the appreciation is rhyming pairs. Second one is rhyming scheme. Third one is figure of speech, and the next one is central idea. Central idea. So let me tell you one thing. The rhyming pairs, we have already know how to find out the rhyming pairs, and from last year, that is from the 8th standard, we have taken example of every poem. So let it be here. When we read the stanza of Coromandel Fisher, there are altogether 4 bigger lines of this stanza, and when we read every line, we will get the last word of this stanza. That means the first line is, rise brother rise, the wakening skies pray to the morning light. So the last word of this poem, first line is light. The second word, when I read the second line, the wind lie asleep in the arm of the dawn like a child that cry all night. So night is the second last word of line. So when we read every line of the stanza, we will get the last word free in the third line and see in the fourth line. So we will find 4 different words with these 4 lines: light, night, free and see. We know that rhyming pairs means the same sounding word. Same sounding word. So light and night both have T sound, and that's called, these 2 words are rhyming with each other. So the first rhyming pair is light and night. First rhyming pairs. And the second rhyming pairs is free and sea. Free and sea. So we will find two different rhyming pairs from the first stanza, light night and free sea. Now turn to the second point, rhyming scheme. So we know that when the sound is similar, we will get alphabet A, that is A and B. So the rhyming scheme of this stanza is A, B. Now the third point, figure of speech. We have already learned different figure of speech. Just remember the basic figure of speech. The first one is simile, as or like. The second one is personification, comparing without as and like. The third one is alliteration, that means the alphabet are repeating. And the fourth one is repetition, that is the word is repeating. So let us find out which figure of speech is found in this first stanza. When we read the first line, rise brother rise. So rise word is repeated here. So in the first line, the figure of speech is repetition. Cried like a child. Then the second, when there is the like, it is simile. So we will find different kind of figure of speech in this stanza. Okay. So today we have discussed about these 3 points: rhyming pairs, rhyming scheme and figure of speech. And the last point, central idea, we will discuss tomorrow after reading or understanding the poem Coromandel Fusion. Okay. Till then, have a nice day. And the homework for today is we have to find out all rhyming pairs, rhyming stanzas, that is rhyming scheme and figure of speech of remaining 2 stanzas. ओके. म्हणजे उरलेल्या 2 स्टांजा मधला तुम्हाला पेअर, स्कीम आणि फिगर ऑफ स्पीच या ठिकाणी काढायचे. तर उद्या आपण पोएमला सुरुवात करू आणि त्याची सेंट्रल आयडिया उद्या आपण समजू.